Hey guys, so I will be reading chapter 31 of The Girl in the Locked Room, a ghost story by Mary Downing Hahn, and I will be finishing up the book. So hopefully you can hear me, and well, we'll just be reading the book. So hope you enjoy. From the top step, Lily watches her mother run downstairs. It's hard to disobey Mama, even though she has a very strong urge to do so. So instead of locking herself in the studio, she clings to the banister. Below her, Mama hurries to the kitchen. The men are in the house now. She hears them cursing. Papa, Mr. Bailey and Ellis Dixon came out of the kitchen and into the hall. With guns in their hands, they forced Papa and Mama in the parlor. They want money, Papa's money. Lily knows the safe is hidden behind one of Papa's paintings. Lily saw it once when Papa opened it to put a box of money from crop sales. The men tell him to open the safe and give them the money, all of it. Maybe Papa will give them the money and the men will leave and all will be well. When Mama begins to cry, Lily creeps slowly and silently down the steps and tiptoes toward the parlor. While Mama weeps, Papa shouts at the men, and they shout back. The angry voices frighten Lily. Mama and Papa are in danger. Lily must save them, but how is she to do that? Suddenly she's aware that someone or something is trying to tell her what to do. She looks around, but sees no one. Outside in the dark, a horse whines as a woman speaks softly. Lily knows she must help, but she's too scared to move. She hears a voice and sees two girls crouching in the hall. They cry, "Don't let them see you, Lily. Go outside. Get Aunt Nellie." Change what happens. She doesn't know who they are or what or where they came from, but almost against her will she does what they tell her. Dashing out the back door, she calls to Aunt Nellie for help. When she sees Lily, Aunt Nellie drops the reins and runs toward her. "Lily, Lily," she calls. Lily sees Aunt Nellie's hands. "Don't let them hurt Mama and Papa. They have guns. Lord God Almighty," Aunt Nellie cries. "He promised not to harm anyone." Seizing Lily's hand, Aunt Nellie runs toward the house. But before she reaches the door, Mr. Bailey steps outside. "What's gotten into you?" he shouts at his wife. "Put the girl down and mend them horses like I told you." He steps toward them, his face like the devil's, ugly with anger and hate. Lily sees his revolver, too angry to be afraid. She pulls away from Aunt Nellie and hurls herself at Mr. Bailey. She'll make sure he doesn't hurt anyone. The man grabs Lily and lifts her off her feet. He holds her under her arms as if she's a dog. He breathes smoke with whiskey and his eyes are wicked like the eyes of an old bull. Papa keeps in the pasture. Lily struggles. She kicks and fails at him with her fist. She squirms and twists like a cat who doesn't want to be held. If only she had claws, she'd scratch his eyes out. Her heart pounds with fear and rage. She can hardly breathe, but she's never felt so strong. She's Lily. Will save Mama and Papa. While Lily keeps Mr. Bailey busy, Aunt Nellie ducks around him and runs into the house. Mr. Bailey follows her. "Get back outside," he shouts at his wife. "What happens in this house ain't no business of yours." Lily kicks him and strikes him with her fist, but he manages to hold her with one arm and keeping his gun pointed at his wife. All three of them join Mama and Papa in the parlor. Ellis Dixon keeps his gun pointed at Mama and Papa, but he looks startled to see Lily. "What the devil's going on?" he asked. "Where'd the girl come from?" At the same moment, Mama cries, "For the Lord's sake, put my daughter down. Don't hurt her." Papa lunges toward Mr. Bailey. "Let Lily go." Lily takes advantage of the confusion. She might not have claws, but she has teeth. With savage ferocity, she sneaks them into the hand of that holds the gun. She tastes blood. Taken by surprise, Mr. Bailey drops the gun and loosens his grip on Lily. With a burst of strength, she squirms free and runs to Mama. Just as Aunt Nellie picks up the pistol and points it at Mr. Bailey, Mama holds Lily so tightly she can hardly breathe. She kisses Lily's hair, her face, her hands. She murmurs and sighs and starts to cry. "Oh, Lily, Lily, Lily," she whispers. "Stop right now, Charlie," Aunt Nellie says, "or I'll shoot you dead." "Don't think I won't. There ain't a soul in this world who blame me." Lily peeks across the room. Aunt Nellie is aiming the gun right at Mr. Bailey. She looks angry enough to pull the trigger. "Give me that gun, Nellie." Mr. Bailey holds out his hand. "You won't shoot me. You ain't got the stomach for it." Aunt Nellie keeps the gun aimed at him. "I'll blow your head off. You've been asking for it since the first time you hit me." Lily hopes that Aunt Nellie shoots Mr. Bailey soon. If she won't, Lily will grab the gun and kill him herself. Her fingers itch to pull the trigger. She hates him. She wants him dead, dead, dead. She must be the baddest girl in the world. But she doesn't care. Ellis Dixon stands near Papa. His gun muzzle touches Papa's head. He looks stunned, as if he's forgotten why he's in the parlor or what a gun is for. "What are you waiting for?" Mr. Bailey shoots her if you have to. Just get the gun, Ellis.